Got a DNA exhaust system, brand new, right out the box. Going on to this 97, 98 Civic. My brother did the intake on here, but this is something simple. I mean, he wanted intake and exhaust, so this is what we're doing. He did the intake himself. Didn't give me a time. He was just ready to get this thing on there and see how it sounds. Honestly, this little D16 doesn't suck a lot of air. It's not a twin cam, and I mean the intake is really going to be a weak point on this motor. I mean it's pretty puny. So he wants some basic bolt-ons. I mean, I'm pretty sure the car's going to do a little better as far as making a little power, but nothing significant. I mean, again, not again, but this car has a bad restriction, the catalytic converter and the intake. I'm pretty sure you can probably get a good 15, 20 horsepower out of if you had a really good intake on your in a header. I'm pretty sure it'll breathe a whole lot better. I mean, even like the B18s, even though they're dual head cam, they do so much well with the header and exhaust and an intake. I mean, it's just like a huge difference. But who knows what's in store with this car in the future. I mean, if he can manage to keep it, because I know my brother, he sells stuff. Like, he just gets it, can't hold on to it. But hey, it's another day. I'm going to, I know I'm gonna have to do a little fabricating because it doesn't have the adapter that goes to the downpipe from the exhaust. It's not going to fit on here because this one has like it's like a tri-fitted connection here. Well, it has 3 holes for the flange. The one that's on there has 2, so likely I'll have to cut this off and cut the flange going to the downpipe from this exhaust here and get that to work with it. So I'll have to do a little cutting and welding. Yay me. I'm hoping it fits right. I'm gonna unbolt the factory exhaust first and work my way from the back to the front. I think that's the route I'm gonna take. So let's get to it. I'm gonna get a before and after, how it sounds. Yeah, sucks for me. Throttle got stuck. Gotta rev it up, and it got stuck down there because of the freaking carpet. Pretty embarrassing. Located at the downpipe right under the engine. I'm gonna hit these with some PD blaster. And break these bolts loose. So the next thing will be to get the exhaust hanger loose, and the best way to do that is to hit it with oil, which I kind of did. and it'll come off really easy. That or WD-40. So I'm gonna do that for the 2 remaining hangers. And lightly, I'm gonna have to cut this exhaust in half to get it out, because this is all welded and it's not sectional like it's supposed to be from the factory. Well, I'm right here by the tire on the passenger side, and being that this exhaust is not sectional like it's supposed to be from the factory, I'm gonna have to cut it in half so I can remove it a lot easier. And once you do this, if you don't have a welder, you're pretty much committed to it. So alright, I'm pretty much gonna go in reverse order as far as getting the exhaust bolted up, but the only difference is I'm gonna start putting bolts in place. So I'm working my way from the back to the front. I'm gonna pull the hangers off. These are exhaust hangers, and I wanna get those back in their original spots. I got the muffler on there now, and we're just gonna start working our way back to the downpipe, to the middle section of the car. So I got one of the exhaust gaskets. I can get it out the bag. These exhaust gaskets, I'm gonna be honest, are crap. They're composite. They're not like a metal shimmer or anything. Normally when they go bad, these it's a weak point. So these gaskets don't like heat. The further away, the better off you are. But these gaskets will leak at some point in time. So we're gonna get that hanger go in its original spot. might have to take that hanger off if it's not going to sit right. But it wants to sit far off to the right of it. I just had to put the hanger on the other side over there. So really quick, down where the exhaust is kind of about where it's going to line up and go straight to the back. Problem is I'm about a foot, about 2 feet away from where it needs to connect to that flange over there. And again, the flange at the bottom is has 3 openings on it. That has 2. So what I'm gonna have to do, cut that off and weld that to another section of pipe that meets the diameter of this pipe here. And we can bolt that up and be done with this catback. So I'm pretty sure my brother ordered the wrong one. Maybe, probably not. I think he did. But thinking with exhaust systems, you can make anything work. It's just, if you get it close, you can fabricate stuff, make things happen. I'm going to cut this flange off, cut that flange off, go to the part store and get the matching diameter of the pipe. And I shouldn't need a reducer or anything because this this diameter here, once I cut this flange, is basically going to sit in the back of the pipe here, and that diameter should match. And I can just weld around that, match the flange up, and be good to go. Other than that, stuff you ain't got a welder, you're pretty much committed to it. If you can't do it, of course, just take it to a muffler shop. But I didn't order this. My brother ordered, like I said, so he likely got the wrong one. But at the same time, he probably didn't, because this exhaust system was worked on before, because it's not sectioned like a standard exhaust system on a Civic. So I don't know. But I understand that you have to fabricate stuff. So this is life. This is mechanics. Right. I'm going to get this welded up. I'm not gonna show that boring process. I just want to hear how it sound and just kind of provide my input on the exhaust system. And we'll talk about it later. The exhaust in here, and I went to the part store and got a section of pipe. It was perfect. I didn't have to cut anything. All I did was cut the flange, like I was saying, on the factory exhaust, cleaned the area, and tacked it on the flange up there. And I got a couple of tacks on the exhaust going towards the back here. So I'm gonna pull it down from here and just weld this midsection from the flange and those 2 areas there. Bolt everything back up, the new gasket on this end, as I did with the further end with the muffler, and we'll be able to start it up. Got my pipe welder here. It's not the prettiest. Oh shit, falling. I got a flux core welder, so it's not gonna be like that of the equivalent of a gas, but it works perfectly fine. It's a $100 welder, where I can't expect the world. But this is done. I'm gonna get it bolted up, get the new gasket on there, get the those spring bolts, get those in there, and start it up. See what happens. Got everything on there. It's a little tight, but Once I get it leveled, once I get it sitting, should be fine. It's not hitting up against the bumper here or anything. It does flex a little bit. It's moving around, so I think we're good. I'm gonna start it up, see what it sounds like. The baffle's actually vibrating a little bit. There's no bolts no screws holding it up from the top right there. It's just these two, and it's vibrating a little bit. So I think that'll be the only problem. Other than that, I mean, it went right on, surprisingly. I'll say it bolted up okay, but I still had to fabricate something. The object is not to have to fabricate anything. So assuming that your exhaust has not had any previous work will dictate if it's just going to bolt right up and it's plug and play, or you're going to have to take it to a muffler shop. But I'm not disappointed with it. I don't think the exhaust is a big power gain for this car, especially. I mean, it's not a twin cam, single cam, but the car has the potential to produce a lot of power. Headers really going to be the bigger gain, because I mean, out of that orifice, it was 100. I said 100. It was 1 7/8 is the factory exhaust on Hondas, from what I recall, the 4 cylinders, and that exhaust is very small, so it's only going to be as good as it's allowed to, and it still has to go through a restrictor, which is what the factory exhaust has. It goes into a 1 7/8 collector on down to where I stopped it at, and it's a 2 1/4, 2 1/2. I think it's a 2 1/4 inch hour diameter exhaust. But other than that, I mean, you probably get like a couple horses, maybe, you know, with the intake and the exhaust and the head and the catback, probably like 4 horsepower, maybe 5 on a good day. But it's nothing crazy. Once you get that gone, I mean, it'll be a lot better, and probably do some port work and mainly change the intake on it. Other than that, you know, to each his own. You know, the fastest way to horsepower, of course, is forced induction. There's no replacement for displacement, is the old saying. So, but that was my process of putting this exhaust on. I mean, from start to finish, having to cut and weld some stuff. You know, I had to go to the parts store. It took about 2.5 hours. You know, it's for me shooting the shit at the parts store too. So, pipe didn't cost no more than $15. No. About less than. It was less than 10. Didn't have to buy a flange or anything. No other materials. Everything went right on. So other than that, hey, you know, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. You know, let's always say the world's full of infinite possibilities. Hey, this car could like take a crap on me. I mean, I don't know, but hey, you're not gonna know if you're not subscribed. Hit the subscribe link. Stay informed. Had a reassurance of my work. And I do have a nitrous bottle. Man, who knows, man? I might try to get my brother to put some nitrous on it, but if he blow it up, we might do another motor swap on this car. I did one with Rex. Check that out. And you know, so we might be able to do a OBD, like a computer standalone conversion. Who knows, man? My brother's full of surprises. He's bound to do anything. Might put a turbo on here. I'm kind of curious to see what a turbo would do on this car, but at the same time, you know, he need to keep his air conditioning. I might be able to work with AC. Who knows? Hit the subscribe link. Stay informed. Had a real interest in my work. So on to the next one.